And good evening to you. I'm Vicente Arenas. Reka has the evening off. Thank you so much for joining us. Breaking news out of Northwest Harris County this evening. Emergency crews have rushed a 5-year-old girl to the hospital after she was discovered in an apartment complex swimming pool. It happened this afternoon at the Champion Woods Apartments on Champions Plaza Drive. Firefighters say neighbors found the little girl in the pool and they tried to perform CPR. The child was taken to Texas Children's in stable condition. We're told she was breathing. We'll bring you more information as soon as it becomes available. Investigators are trying to find a group of robbers who murdered a father right in front of his family. It happened at an apartment complex in southwest Harris County. KHOU 11 News reporter Courtney Zubowski has been talking with the victims. Courtney.
Well, Vicente,
That poor 13-year-old girl. The question is, did anyone else see this happen?
Not that we know of. Right after Vicente, so sad. Both the mother and the wife, or daughter rather, just traumatized.
The investigation continues.
Yes.
Thank you, Courtney Zubowski, reporting this evening. Highway 290 back open now after a big accident shut it down for hours. Around 9 o'clock this morning, a pickup started to exit at Mangum, but then the driver decided not to and tried to swerve back onto the highway. He hit a guardrail, swung out into traffic, and was hit by a sedan. A tire hit two other vehicles. The pickup burst into flames, killing the driver. No one else was hurt. A low-speed chase also briefly shut down part of the Gulf Freeway this morning. Police closed off that freeway at Monroe while arresting the suspect. Officers say they first tried to pull him over for weaving in and out of lanes. And at one point, an officer laid out a spike strip and says the suspect swerved and even tried to run him over. The man was arrested for DWI and may also face assault charges. We've been telling you about plans to expand Hobby and make it an international airport. While some community members like the idea, others have concerns, and today they got to sound off. KHOU 11 News reporter Tiffany Craig is live in Southeast Houston, where a town hall meeting just wrapped up. Tiffany. Some Houston firefighters got a big thank you today. The Alanis family also delivered lunch to crews at Station 61 in Southeast Houston. Last year, the family drove Benito Alanis to the station after he became unresponsive. EMTs managed to get a pulse again, but sadly, Benito later died at the hospital. Relatives say they're still grateful crews worked so hard to try and save him. Bike riders hit the road in Houston today for a week-long ride. As part of the Tour de Rouge, the group will be pedaling all the way to New Orleans. And in case you're wondering, that's about 526 miles. Ooh, that's a long way. If all goes well, they should arrive in the Big Easy on Friday. The annual ride raises money for American Red Cross chapters along the Gulf Coast. Good luck to you guys. All right, getting a driver's license is about to become even more of a headache, if you can imagine that. Starting tomorrow, drivers will be required to prove they've lived in Texas for 30 days. An expired license will not be enough. Acceptable forms of proof include a valid voter ID card, a utility statement. You can also use an auto or health insurance card. We posted a list of other documents that can be used at khou.com. Prosecutors say they plotted the September 11th attacks. Now the trial of 5 suspected terrorists has started at Guantanamo Bay. How the accused managed to drag out today's hearing. Plus, why you may want to cut back on energy drinks. And a sailor's wife gets a big surprise. How friends help bring them together for her big day. They are the 5 men accused of helping plan the September 11th terrorist attacks. But if day one of their trial was any indication, this case and any justice for the victims of 9/11 could drag on for quite some time. Reporter Drew Levinson has the latest on what happened in court. The man affectionately known to the world as Goober Pyle of Mayberry has passed away. Actor George Lindsay died this morning after a short illness. Lindsay was an accomplished actor on both stage and screen, but it was his playful role as Goober on the Andy Griffith Show that most people will remember. I sure do. George Lindsay was 83 years old. Energy drinks may give you a boost, but they may also be rotting your teeth. This information is coming from the General Dentistry Journal. Researchers found both energy drinks and sports drinks damage tooth enamel and cause cavities. The American Beverage Association is objecting to the findings. The organization says the study was not conducted on humans and doesn't reflect reality. A sailor from Oklahoma was able to be with his wife during her big moment, but it almost didn't happen. Samantha and Robert Reddy don't get to spend much time together. She's been in nursing school. When Samantha was set to graduate recently, the family didn't have enough money to fly him in from California. So her classmates decided that just wasn't right. They bought Robert a ticket without telling Samantha.
I think you're pretty beautiful. I want to buy you a drink.
Oh my holy crap!
Now that Samantha has graduated, the family will get to spend a lot more time together. She and the children plan to move to California in July. Her reaction was awesome. Well, who says you can't be a moneymaker at the age of 5? Coming up, how young kids across the city today got a real-life business lesson. And you're looking live right now at our downtown. No, it's not downtown. That's Galveston. That's the beach. Mario's going to tell us what tomorrow will look like so you can get ready for your work week. We'll be right back. Well, it's getting hot out there, and you know what that means. Lemonade time, and some kids are cashing in. It's all part of a national event called Lemonade Day. It encourages kids to learn business skills. Today, we found a group of kiddos showing off their lemonade stands at Mount Ararat Baptist Church in Northwest Houston, and she's saying, I made it myself. I don't know, Mario, if you had a chance today to see some kids out on street corners. There was one girl that hollered at me, hey, mister, you want to buy some lemonade? Boy, I said, she's going to be a CEO somewhere someday.
Yes, she is. Could have used some lemonade today. You're right, Vicente. The temperatures were warm. Not quite as warm as our +9. Try it out. It does work very well. Just pick your neighborhood. You'll find out exactly what the forecast is, where you live, and that's what's important.
What time the rain will fall on your block and when it'll end.
Not quite. We're not quite that good yet.
Someday.
We're getting there,
All right,
though.
thank you, Mario. Just ahead, the Astros were back in action this afternoon, trying to win their 6th in a row, and they've just wrapped up play out at the Insperity Championship. Matt's up next with sports. Everybody keeping their fingers crossed for the Astros today.
All right, it was a fun race today. That's it for sports. We will hear from the winner, Fred Funk, out there at the Insperity. Record crowd yesterday. 40,000 plus to see the greats of the game out there, which was so much fun. And a great winner, Fred Funk, got his first PGA win on that same course in 1992.
And then you were talking about Ricky in the Puma suit there, that the teenage girls just follow him everywhere when he moves all over.
A throng of teenage girls whenever he's on the course. Fantastic. That is great for Ricky. Girlfriend was there.
Yeah, and he said that in his interview. He acknowledged his girlfriend.
He's a great kid. I'm glad he finally won.
And Dynamo next Saturday, folks, get ready, because I think you'll be able to hear the fans scream for
That's
miles
gonna be
around,
great.
breaking that new stadium. All right, that's our time for now. Thank you so much. At KHOU.com, and we will be back here once again at 10 o'clock tonight for KHOU 11 News at 10. Until then, have a good evening.